Hi, Richard Vey, affectionately known as Dr. Art Guy, but no, Richard Vey from Radford, Virginia, originally from New York and all over the country. Hi. I guess this one's probably, these two, but I mean this one, this is the newest thing, and this probably covers the whole issue of what the show's about, because in it's represented my mom and my sister, which by the way are the tattoos I have too, because the bluebirds, and if you notice the two bluebirds are in the painting also. I got those because my mom had a heart attack on my birthday this year, and my sister has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So in a sense, with both of them living a life where religion and their faith is so critical to them, it's been a point in our lives right now where this whole issue of faith is something that they rely on very heavily. My sister is married to a minister. I put the little Jesus statue with the sheep, which is from the 1940s, kind of as me, as the other child in the family above it. And what this also tells about is, by the hand and father brought pain, about my father. Because even though a family has this nucleus of members, our father wasn't exactly the nicest guy, and caused a great deal of grief within the family. So this whole thing centers around the idea of our family. Where our family is today, he's gone because he's died, but our family evolved out of this kind of matrix of, which should be the typical house in suburbia, the tree, a wonderful life, but hidden within it was this man who did some evil things. And now we're coming back together as a family, basically to support two members who are in distress. So the piece has a lot of internal meaning that way. I don't really work with regular artists, or studio artists that way. Everything you pretty much see is stuff I find. The Cupid doll was a 1950s carnival piece, and I actually Xeroxed it. The mask cards, the statues from a flea market, even the piece of wood. Matter of fact, the piece of wood was being thrown out of a department store in downtown Radford. The edging is made out of old scrap plywood. Everything I use is distressed. I think that that's really a critical factor in my work, the idea that distressed materials can make something beautiful. And as far as putting it together, I think it's a lot like me. If you see it as a surface, it is terribly complex. That's why when I wrote my artist statement, people need to take time. They need to look at it as kind of like doing a puzzle. What do you always do? You put the edges together, or you put color pieces together, and then somehow out of that matrix you come up with a resolution that's the picture or an image, and maybe then you have the message. My things are like that in the sense that each of the pieces unifies the whole. So that's really critical. So as an artist, when I'm working, I may have the pieces in my studio, but ultimately it's during that process of making the piece that those pieces come together to make the overall finished artwork.